Alright, welcome back to the storyline for Final Fantasy XIV. We are taking the quest Bearing with It. Sorry, I don't have my notepad open, so let me do that. Bearing with It. Given to us by Y'shtola, outside of the Katana Revel dungeon entrance. And immediately after, we finished the Katana Revel and then also got the ending to the previous story quest, which I can't remember what it was called right now, but whatever, it doesn't matter. Here you go. The recent events plainly warrant further discussion. I think it best that we wait until Fanow and the others are present. Emmett Cell concluded. How convenient that he should choose this moment to keep to the shadows. Well, no matter. For the moment we should return to Fanow and make certain of the Umorn's withdrawal. After that, Slitherbough. The Blessed are no doubt elated by what has become of the sky. Yeah, I'll spend a Hundy Gill, for sure. No, I will not use one of my awesome tokens that makes teleportation free for a Hundy Gill. Stop at. There should be an asking threshold. Or, I don't know. I think my paladin got a couple pieces of 406 gear when I was running dungeons last night. I do them off camera just so I have a little bit of time to unwind and so I'm not making content. And nobody really needs to see dungeons run repeatedly. You only need one video of a guide. It's not really the journey of this character running. Anyway, here's Almet, the leader of the three sisters and Fanow. Cutscene. Almet, we met, and I can't remember the other one. You are returned and unharmed, I see. Indeed, I am pleased to report the Light Warden is no more, thanks in large part to you. That the death of a single senator should make such a difference. As our numbers waned, so too did our hope that the ruins we have devoted our lives to guarding would ever find a purpose. Yet here you are, the allies for whom we have waited these many centuries, and with your arrival came the chance to pass on our legacy, the ancient wisdom of the Empire. That alone would have been reward enough. Never did we imagine it would serve to banish the light that pervaded these woods. On behalf of the V's, our forebears, and the late Emperor of Ronka, you have our deepest thanks. They all do a little symbol above their heads into a fist at their heart. And kind of a little nod, eyes closed, to us. It is we who should be thanking you. Our journey through the Katana Revel proved most enlightening. To be privy to such knowledge is an honor, one for which we never hoped. Please, you need not be so humble, says Simet. The youngest, I think, maybe. We but do our duty as decreed by the late Emperor. Would that he were still with us to express his gratitude in person. But sister, does this not mean our duty is fulfilled? Says Weemet, the middle. To our allies, perhaps, but the ruins cannot be left unguarded. So long as we live here in these woods, the secrets of Ronka must not fall into the wrong hands. Both sisters nod, or give a thumbs up. Is Runar still here? No, we escorted him back to Slitherbough shortly after you set out. If you had returned to the Knights Blessed, we will not keep you any longer. I suspect they would be glad of your company. Minfilia gets cheery. Thancred just crosses his arms. Thank you, Almet. I look forward to a day when we might share a more leisurely visit to the ruins of Ronka. We will await your return, then? Everybody gives their goodbyes, nods, bows, waves. And the Scions and myself are off. We're off to Slitherbough, where we shall turn in the quest. That was off key, I'm sorry, that last, yeah. My bad, please don't hate me. What's the Slitherbough music? So this is the common musical theme for quote-unquote towns or outposts or whatever of our allies in this land. Okay. Meanwhile, the whatever that thing is, like the general land music. Okay. Sorry. Runar is up and about. What's up, bud? My voice for him is different than the voice that they have, but cutscene, we'll see if they use his or mine.
Ah, you are returned, and none the worse for wear, I see.
You needn't worry about us. What became of the Umoran soldiers, more importantly?
Well, Y'shtola kind of died-ish, but...
They turned tail and fled at the sight of the night sky.
It's such a scary sight to
The
see
children of the
stars.
everlasting dark have also retreated back to Woven Oath.
But they got a dark... whatever. Stupid.
Try as they might, they could not deny the truth of their own eyes. The sunless sea of heaven, full of love and grace, where none need know pain or suffering. In that moment, when the sky's light began to wane, I knew our prayers had been answered. That we were doomed to face oblivion at life's end no longer. When first we met, I harbored certain suspicions about you. And now I see that I was right. You are the bringers of shadow, the warriors of darkness, the saviors for whom we have prayed for so long.
I suppose you're not entirely wrong. But we are not worthy of your reverence, nor have we any desire to be worshipped. If you would pray, pray for your children, that they may one day know a better world.
I will do as you say, but please, let us at least hold a feast to celebrate your victory. You deserve that much.
Won't say no to food.
I'm sorry, Runar,
Well.
but there is still much to be done and scant time in which to do it.
So you're leaving.
We must go. All of us. For we share the same path and the same fate.
Her eyes more cloudy and kind of like blinded than they were before she fell this second time. Because she asked Rodion J to like paint her a picture with his words of what he was seeing regarding the night sky after the fall of this current Light Warden. And I said in that video, like, she's not blind. She's got cloudy eyes, but those don't necessarily mean she's blind. I know that cloudy eyes in the real world can mean that. I don't necessarily know that they do mean that. I would be interested to actually look that up, but I don't know. She doesn't act as if she's blind, and her eyes were already cloudy from the first quote unquote death where she joined the live stream or whatever it's called in this game. Her eyes were cloudy after she came back from that first one. And we pulled her like naked from the live stream from like I think it was the Great Tree somewhere. Not. It's like I think it was outside of Ul'dah somewhere, but I can't remember for sure. But if she was blinded that first time that she came back, then it doesn't make logical sense for her to be able to notice that the Ranjit's like assistant dude who Ranjit kicked into the deep dark hole, it wouldn't make sense for her to notice that the antidote flew out of his hand and for her to find it while diving toward it and then throw it perfectly back to us. But then again, it's a video game, so whatever. I don't know. Okay, I'm done. Sorry. I want to know if she's blind, though. Or vision impaired. I don't... Ranjit balls his fist. Runar balls his fist at what she just said. I'm sorry if I distracted you from it. But he doesn't like
So be it.
Yeah.
I ask only that you hold us in your hearts, as we will hold you in ours. Now, and ever after. By the boundless dark. This I swear.
He balled his fists, but not like in like anger, just more like, I can't believe she's leaving us and I'm gonna miss her so much, but this is the only way I can express my pain at that I usually voice Ranjit like this. I don't know why. We have the Warrior of Darkness. Aldebert, I believe. He isn't really participating, but he's watching on. Smiling. Glowing in his ghostliness. And bearing with it is now complete. I have nothing prepared as far as my sponsor non-sponsor shit. Oh god, of course I have to hit 76 before I continue. Fuck off. God. Seriously. Square Enix, please stop that. Please. Please. If it's just quests that I can complete on a... Like, if I can do the quest... If it means I have to battle something that's level 76 and I'm only 72, but I can do it? Like I succeed? Fucking let me do it. If it means going into dungeons, like there's no point to this. It's so annoying. I don't think that Final Fantasy XI had... well, no, that's not true. There were quests that you could like to get your Chocobo license in Final Fantasy XI. You had to be level... Well, when the game first came out, it was like level 20. And it took... it took a lot of time. It took, six actual physical hours, which were 6 in-game days. I think they changed it. Like the last time I had to do it, it wasn't that long at all. I had actually looked it up, and it was... They changed it, but... They changed a lot of that game over the years, obviously, but, I don't remember quests, aside from... Well, you had to be level 18 to start the sub-job quest. You have to be level 30 to start a lot of the extra job quests. So you had your 6 main jobs that you could start the game as, and then you could not get any other job until you were at least 30, and they had to do those job quests, and some of them were fucking hard, and some of them were super easy. Like, you could do them at level 30. The sub-job quest, back in those days, was fucking hard. You had to, if you wanted to do it at 18 and get a sub-job at 18, you had to form a group. You had to find a group who was willing to do it with you, because the monsters that you had to kill, the ghouls or banshees or whatever it was for the particular sub-job quest you chose, either in Selbina or Muhara. I can't believe I remember these names. Or Maura. Sorry, Maura. I pronounced it wrong for so long, but I think it's Maura. You had to kill monsters that were far too powerful for you. To gain these key items and blah blah. But they change, with the addition of trust magic. So like you could summon up to 5 kind of like NPCs of the world who actually were prominent NPCs for quests and missions and storylines and such, and some maybe not so necessary to the story. But then you could summon those, they could help you out, you'd be fine, you could do it solo. It might still be a little bit hard, but it wasn't like impossible anymore without a group. But aside from those things and having to have certain... Well, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I am wrong. Maybe... I know quests did... Yeah, whatever. Anyway, sorry. This is a different game. Don't worry about it. That is the end of Bearing With It. And I will see you next time.